Welcome, seekers of wisdom and students of life. As we embark on this journey together, we draw inspiration from the timeless teachings of Stoicism, a philosophy that has guided countless individuals toward a life of virtue, resilience, and inner peace. Today, we will explore how Stoicism can help elevate our intelligence through 10 powerful techniques that sharpen the mind and strengthen the spirit. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, once wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." Indeed, every idea, every moment of curiosity, and every encounter with change shapes the person we become. Through the teachings of Stoicism, we can learn to embrace challenges, cultivate resilience, and expand our minds. As you watch this video, consider the possibility that you too can unlock a deeper level of understanding, wisdom, and insight by integrating these Stoic practices into your daily life. Stay with us to the end, as we will not only uncover these profound techniques, but also delve into practical ways to apply them, helping you build a life that is not only more intelligent, but also more meaningful. Embrace the opportunity to explore the depths of your own mind and discover its boundless potential. 1. The power of mindful observation. In our world, where distractions are ever present and attention spans are increasingly fleeting, what does it mean to truly observe? Have you ever stopped to consider the simplicity of a leaf swaying in the wind or the intricate details of a rain droplet sliding down a window? These moments, though seemingly mundane, contain within them the power to deepen our understanding and expand our intelligence. Stoicism teaches that mindful observation is not a passive act, but an active engagement with the present moment. When we observe the world around us without judgment, we allow ourselves to see the finer details, patterns, and truths that may otherwise go unnoticed. In doing so, we develop a more profound appreciation for life's complexities, gaining insights that sharpen our perception and enhance our intelligence. Seneca, one of the most prominent Stoic philosophers, noted, "Time discovers truth." This statement reflects a crucial Stoic insight that by taking the time to observe mindfully, we uncover truths about the world, others, and even ourselves. In our fast-paced lives, it can be difficult to find time for quiet contemplation. But consider this. Is the rush of daily life worth the cost of missing out on the deeper truths that lie in plain sight? Think about the last time you were fully present. Were you observing the world around you, or were you merely looking at it without truly seeing? The practice of mindful observation calls for us to set aside distractions, quiet our minds, and engage with our surroundings on a deeper level. When we do this, we not only appreciate beauty in the everyday, but also stimulate our intelligence in ways that are both profound and unexpected. What happens when we start to see beyond the surface of things? We begin to understand the relationships between cause and effect, notice the interconnectedness of all things, and develop a heightened sense of awareness. Through Stoicism, we learn that mindful observation extends beyond the physical. It also encompasses our thoughts, emotions, and the motivations behind our actions. By observing these inner workings without attachment or aversion, we gain valuable insights that can guide us toward better decisions and a clearer path in life. Next time you find yourself in a quiet space, resist the urge to reach for your phone or get lost in your thoughts. Instead, take a moment to engage in mindful observation. Notice the way light filters through the leaves of a tree, or the rhythm of your own breathing. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this moment? How can this simple act of being present enrich my understanding? In a world overwhelmed by noise, practicing mindful observation is a powerful way to cultivate intelligence. It allows us to slow down, see clearly, and reflect deeply. From this practice of stillness comes a sharpened mind and a deeper connection to the truths that surround us. As we move forward, let us explore how embracing discomfort can also be a source of great strength and intelligence. 2. Embracing discomfort for growth. What comes to mind when you think of comfort? Perhaps a cozy room, your favorite meal, or a relaxing evening with loved ones. While comfort can be a source of pleasure, Stoicism teaches us that true growth lies beyond the comfortable and familiar. Can you recall a time when you faced a challenge, struggled to overcome it, and emerged stronger, wiser, and more resilient as a result? The Stoic path invites us to see discomfort not as something to be avoided, but as an opportunity for growth. When we deliberately place ourselves in situations that stretch our limits, we learn to endure, adapt, and ultimately thrive. This is where real learning occurs. The mind is sharpened through struggle, not ease. The philosopher Epictetus advised, "Difficulties are things that show a person what they are." Consider the example of physical exercise. When you work out, you subject your muscles to stress, causing tiny tears that then heal stronger than before. The same principle applies to the mind. When we face intellectual challenges, whether learning a new language, mastering a musical instrument, or solving a complex problem, we stretch our cognitive abilities and build mental toughness. It is in these moments of discomfort that our intelligence grows. But how do we cultivate a mindset that sees discomfort as a welcome teacher rather than an unwelcome guest? It begins with reframing our perception of struggle. Instead of viewing obstacles as barriers, Stoicism teaches us to see them as pathways to progress. I have often said, the obstacle is the way. The very difficulties we encounter are not merely roadblocks, but integral parts of the journey itself. Think about this the next time you face a daunting task. Rather than turning away, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this challenge help me grow? As you embrace discomfort, you will find that the lessons learned in moments of struggle are far more valuable than those gained in times of ease. Every hurdle you overcome not only makes you stronger, but also builds a more resilient version of yourself. This growth is not confined to a single area of your life, but extends to all aspects: relationships, career, and personal development. When you push through the unease and emerge on the other side, you will see the world with a sharper, more insightful mind. As we continue, let us reflect on how moments of silence amidst the noise can also lead us toward deeper understanding and intelligence. 3. Seeking silence amidst the noise. What does silence mean to you? In a world constantly filled with notifications, conversations, and the hum of modern life, the idea of seeking silence might seem elusive. Yet, for the Stoics, silence was not simply the absence of noise, but a sanctuary where the mind could find clarity and reflection. Do you ever feel that amidst all the external distractions, your thoughts are scattered, your worries amplified, or your purpose unclear? Stoicism teaches that silence is essential for deep contemplation, critical thinking, and the cultivation of inner peace. In silence, we have the opportunity to confront our thoughts directly, without the influence of external stimuli. This practice allows us to discern what truly matters and to distinguish genuine concerns from imagined fears. Seneca wisely remarked, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." When surrounded by constant noise, our imaginations can run wild, magnifying our anxieties and distracting us from rational thought. The Stoic pursuit of intelligence is not merely about acquiring knowledge, but about understanding oneself and one's place in the world. Silence provides a space where this understanding can deepen. It is in moments of quiet that we can reflect on our actions, our decisions, and the motivations behind them. Are you taking time each day to withdraw from the noise and reconnect with your inner self? Even brief moments of silence can help reset the mind, bringing a fresh perspective and renewed focus. In today's world, where connectivity is often valued above contemplation, it can be challenging to find these pockets of stillness. However, practicing silence does not require an extended retreat into the wilderness or a complete disconnection from life's responsibilities. It can be as simple as dedicating a few minutes each day to sit quietly, meditate, or walk without the distractions of technology. In these moments, the mind is allowed to breathe, to think freely, and to grow stronger. What happens when you practice silence regularly? You will likely notice that your thoughts become clearer, your decisions more deliberate, and your capacity for critical thinking enhanced. Silence cultivates a form of intelligence that is not reactive, but reflective. It gives you the ability to step back, assess situations objectively, and respond with greater wisdom and composure. The next time you feel overwhelmed or stressed, try seeking silence. Ask yourself, can I afford to pause for just a moment? How can silence help me navigate this situation more effectively? By embracing quietude, even for a short while, you create an environment where your mind can expand and your intelligence can flourish. Now, let us explore how the value of diverse interactions plays a vital role in broadening our horizons and deepening our understanding. 4. The value of diverse interactions. How often do you engage with people from different backgrounds, cultures, or walks of life? In the Stoic view, intelligence is not solely cultivated through solitary reflection or the reading of books, but also through the richness of human interaction. Each person we meet brings a unique perspective, a set of experiences, and a worldview that can challenge our assumptions and expand our understanding. Are you open to learning from those who see the world differently from you? The Stoic philosopher Seneca advised, associate with people who are likely to improve you. This does not mean limiting interactions to those deemed experts or mentors, but rather being open to the value in every encounter. Sometimes the most profound insights come from the most unexpected sources. A conversation with a colleague, a brief chat with a stranger, or a story shared by a friend can all contribute to our growth if we are willing to listen and learn. In today's society, it is easy to remain within our comfort zones, engaging only with those who share our opinions or worldviews. However, Stoicism encourages us to seek diverse interactions deliberately. Why is this important? Because engaging with a wide range of people allows us to see life through multiple lenses, to understand different cultural norms, and to appreciate various approaches to solving problems. These experiences can enrich our own thinking and foster empathy, a key component of intelligence. Have you ever found yourself in a discussion where you encountered a perspective that was entirely new or even opposed to your own? How did you respond? Rather than dismissing differing viewpoints, Stoicism invites us to approach them with curiosity. We can ask questions, seek to understand the reasoning behind the views of others, and consider how these perspectives might inform or challenge our own beliefs. Through this process, we do not simply reinforce what we already know, we expand our intellectual boundaries. To practice this Stoic technique, look for opportunities to engage with diverse groups of people. It might be through attending cultural events, participating in discussions outside your field of expertise, or simply taking the time to listen to someone with a different life experience. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this person? How can their story add to my understanding of the world? As you interact with a variety of individuals, you will notice that your own thinking becomes more nuanced and your intelligence more versatile. You will be better equipped to navigate complex social dynamics, understand different viewpoints, and connect with people on a deeper level. Let us now move on to the importance of maintaining lifelong learning and how it can continuously nourish our minds. 5. Maintaining lifelong learning. Do you consider yourself a lifelong learner? The Stoics viewed life itself as an ongoing classroom, where every day offers new opportunities for growth and enlightenment. Formal education may end, but the pursuit of knowledge does not. Are you nurturing a genuine curiosity about the world, or have you allowed the demands of daily life to dull your sense of wonder? For the Stoics, lifelong learning is more than just an intellectual endeavor. It is a moral obligation. The philosopher Epictetus stated, "Only the educated are free," suggesting that true freedom comes from understanding oneself and the world. When we commit to continuous learning, we arm ourselves with the tools to navigate life's complexities with wisdom, resilience, and grace. The modern age offers limitless resources for learning. Online courses, podcasts, documentaries, and interactive apps are all readily available. Yet, lifelong learning is not just about accumulating facts or earning certifications. It is about applying what we learn to our daily lives, reflecting on our experiences, and sharing our knowledge with others. Are you actively seeking out new skills or knowledge areas to explore? What subjects have you always been curious about but have never pursued? A Stoic approach to lifelong learning involves integrating what we learn into our character. This means not only acquiring knowledge, but also transforming that knowledge into virtuous action. When you learn about a philosophy or skill, ask yourself, how can I apply this to become a better person? What value does this knowledge bring to my life and the lives of those around me? In this way, learning becomes a path to personal growth and societal contribution. As we maintain a mindset of lifelong learning, we keep our intelligence sharp, adaptable, and ever-growing. This approach enables us to handle new situations with ease, solve problems creatively, and adapt to changing circumstances. It keeps our curiosity alive, making each day an opportunity to uncover something new. Next, we shall explore the art of active listening and how it deepens our connections and enriches our understanding. 6. The art of active listening. When you converse with others, do you find yourself truly listening, or are you simply waiting for your turn to speak? Stoicism emphasizes that intelligence is not merely about what we say, but also about how well we listen. Are you giving those around you the gift of your full attention? What insights might you be missing because your mind is elsewhere? Active listening is a Stoic practice that requires us to be fully present in our conversations. It is more than just hearing words. It involves understanding the underlying message, emotions, and intentions behind those words. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus famously noted, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This advice highlights the value of placing listening above talking. In today's fast-paced world, where quick responses and multitasking are common, active listening can be challenging. But consider this. How often do we miss valuable insights simply because we are not fully engaged in the moment? When we listen actively, we open ourselves to learning from others' experiences, understanding diverse perspectives, and gaining wisdom from conversations that might otherwise seem mundane. To practice active listening, try this exercise. In your next conversation, focus entirely on the speaker. Resist the urge to think about your response while they're talking. Pay attention to their tone, body language, and choice of words. Ask clarifying questions to ensure you truly understand their message. How does this practice change the quality of your interactions? Do you find yourself learning more, empathizing more, or connecting on a deeper level? Through active listening, we enhance our relationships, deepen our understanding of those around us, and broaden our intellectual horizons. It fosters a kind of intelligence that is empathetic, nuanced, and connected to the human experience. Let us now reflect on how cultivating gratitude can further elevate our minds and bring a sense of fulfillment to our lives. 7. Cultivating gratitude as a gateway to wisdom. What does gratitude mean to you? Is it a fleeting feeling of appreciation when someone does something nice for you? Or can it be more than that? In Stoicism, gratitude is not merely an emotional response, but a deliberate practice, a way of perceiving the world that opens the door to wisdom. Do you find yourself often focused on what is missing from your life, or do you take time to recognize and appreciate what you already have? For the Stoics, gratitude was a powerful tool for cultivating a balanced mind. It shifts our focus away from what we lack to what we possess, fostering a sense of abundance and contentment. By regularly practicing gratitude, we enhance our ability to see the world clearly, make better decisions, and find joy in the everyday moments that often go unnoticed. As I once wrote, when you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. These simple acts are not to be taken for granted, for they remind us of the value inherent in each day. But how can gratitude increase our intelligence? The answer lies in its ability to refine our perspective. When we are grateful, we become more attuned to the lessons that life offers, even in situations that may initially seem negative. Consider a recent disappointment or failure you experienced. What did you learn from it? Did it reveal an area where you needed to grow, or did it redirect you toward a different path that ultimately proved beneficial? By cultivating gratitude, we train ourselves to look for the wisdom in every experience, thereby expanding our understanding. In today's society, where the constant pursuit of more often overshadows the appreciation of what is already present, how can we cultivate gratitude in a way that enriches our lives? One practical approach is to start a daily gratitude practice, where you take a few moments each day to reflect on 3 things you are thankful for. These could be as grand as an opportunity at work, or as simple as a pleasant conversation. As you engage in this practice, ask yourself, what value does each of these things bring to my life? How do they contribute to my well-being and growth? Gratitude also encourages us to shift our focus from external circumstances to our internal state. We often look to external achievements to validate our worth, but Stoicism teaches that true contentment comes from within. When you embrace gratitude, you foster a mindset that finds fulfillment in the present rather than constantly yearning for what is next. This shift in focus can have a profound impact on your intelligence as it grounds you in the moment, making you more observant, reflective, and open to the wisdom that surrounds you. Think about the last time you felt truly grateful. What was the situation, and how did it change your perspective? Did it help you see the good amidst the difficulties? By practicing gratitude, we can transform our mindset from one of lack to one of abundance, thereby nurturing a deeper understanding of life's complexities. As we move forward, let us explore the next Stoic technique, which emphasizes deliberate disengagement as a means to refresh and rejuvenate the mind. 8. The practice of deliberate disengagement. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the demands of daily life, where every moment is filled with tasks, notifications, and responsibilities? In such a fast-paced world, how often do you take time to step back and disengage from your routines? The Stoics recognized the immense value in the practice of deliberate disengagement, a purposeful withdrawal from the daily grind to gain a fresh perspective and clarity of thought. Imagine the analogy of a painter who's been working on a canvas for hours. To truly see the painting's essence, the artist needs to step back, take a break, and then return with fresh eyes. This applies not only to art, but also to our mental lives. Deliberate disengagement allows us to momentarily distance ourselves from our work, problems, or routines to refresh our perspectives. As Marcus Aurelius noted, men seek retreats for themselves, houses in the country, seashores and mountains, but it is in your power whenever you shall choose to retire into yourself. How can we practice deliberate disengagement in a practical way? It does not mean abandoning our responsibilities, but setting aside intentional moments to disconnect and reflect. This could be as simple as taking a walk in nature without your phone, practicing deep breathing exercises, or dedicating a day to unplugged activities. In doing so, we create space for our thoughts to settle, allowing us to approach challenges with renewed vigor and clarity. In the constant engagement of modern life, we often overlook the benefits of stepping back. Are you finding yourself constantly occupied with little time for quiet reflection? If so, how might this be affecting your ability to think clearly and make sound decisions? The practice of deliberate disengagement invites you to recognize the power of intentional rest. When the mind is given room to breathe, it can process information more effectively, leading to sharper insights and more creative problem-solving. But deliberate disengagement is not merely about rest. It is also about finding balance. The Stoics did not advocate for a life of inactivity, but rather a life that balanced action with contemplation. Are you giving yourself enough time to think, reflect, and rejuvenate? If not, consider how you might incorporate small moments of disengagement into your daily routine. As we leave the topic of deliberate disengagement behind, we now turn our attention to the power of cultivating curiosity over judgment and how it can elevate our understanding. 9. Cultivating curiosity over judgment. In a world where quick judgments are commonplace, how often do you pause to ask questions instead of making assumptions? Stoicism teaches us that cultivating curiosity is a powerful way to increase intelligence and gain a deeper understanding of the world. Are you someone who often makes snap judgments, or do you take the time to explore the reasons behind what you observe? Curiosity is a mindset that encourages us to approach situations, people, and ideas with an open mind. It allows us to seek understanding rather than rush to conclusions. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely stated, "It is impossible for a person to begin to learn what he thinks he already knows." This quote reminds us that when we believe we have all the answers, we close ourselves off from the vast knowledge the world has to offer. Think about the last time you encountered an idea that challenged your beliefs. Did you dismiss it, or did you explore it with an open mind? Curiosity invites us to delve deeper into why we think the way we do, why others see the world differently, and what we can learn from these differences. By choosing curiosity over judgment, we open ourselves up to lifelong learning, a core principle of Stoicism. But how do we practice cultivating curiosity in our daily lives? It starts by recognizing our own biases and making a conscious effort to suspend them. When you find yourself forming an opinion about something or someone, ask yourself, do I truly understand this situation, or am I jumping to conclusions? What questions can I ask that might lead me to a deeper understanding? Engaging with curiosity also means embracing a sense of wonder. When we view the world through the eyes of a learner, we find that there is always something new to discover, no matter how familiar a situation may seem. This mindset encourages us to look beyond the surface, to explore the nuances, and to appreciate the complexities that lie beneath. By cultivating curiosity, we also develop empathy. We begin to see others not as mere characters in our story, but as individuals with their own experiences, beliefs, and motivations. This understanding enriches our interactions, making us not only more intelligent, but also more compassionate. As we close this section, let us consider how curiosity can be practiced in conversations, learning experiences, and even daily routines. Can you find opportunities to replace judgment with curiosity in your life? Now, let us move forward to the final Stoic technique, which encompasses the pursuit of lifelong learning and its role in nurturing a mind that is ever-growing. 10. Lifelong learning as a path to wisdom. Do you see learning as a lifelong journey, or do you believe it ends with formal education? The Stoics viewed life itself as a continuous process of education, where every day presents opportunities to grow in wisdom and understanding. The question is, are you taking advantage of these opportunities, or have you become complacent in your intellectual pursuits? Lifelong learning in Stoicism is not merely about acquiring new information, but about developing a mindset that remains open and eager to absorb knowledge at every stage of life. Epictetus emphasized that only the educated are free, suggesting that true freedom is found in the continual pursuit of wisdom. Are you actively seeking out new areas to learn, or have you settled into a routine that lacks intellectual stimulation? In today's digital age, the resources available for lifelong learning are abundant, from online courses and books to podcasts and documentaries. But the practice of lifelong learning goes beyond consuming content. It involves reflection, application, and the integration of what we learn into our character and daily lives. When you learn something new, ask yourself, how does this knowledge apply to my life? How can it help me become a better person? Stoicism teaches us to approach learning with humility. No matter how much we know, there is always more to learn. This mindset keeps us grounded and prevents the arrogance that can accompany the belief that we have reached the pinnacle of knowledge. When was the last time you were humbled by something you learned? How did it change your perspective? The pursuit of lifelong learning also means being open to learning from everyone and everything. Sometimes, the most profound lessons come from unexpected places, such as a child's innocent question, a stranger's story, or a moment of solitude. Are you paying attention to these lessons, or are you too focused on what you think you should learn? As you commit to lifelong learning, you will find that your mind becomes sharper, your understanding deeper, and your capacity for wisdom greater. The more you learn, the more you realize how much there is yet to know. This realization is not a cause for despair, but a source of inspiration to continue seeking and growing. As we draw to a close, I invite you to reflect on the 10 Stoic techniques we have explored: the power of mindful observation, embracing discomfort for growth, seeking silence amidst the noise, the value of diverse interactions, maintaining lifelong learning, the art of active listening, cultivating gratitude, deliberate disengagement, cultivating curiosity over judgment, and the pursuit of lifelong learning. Each of these practices offers a path to not only increasing your intelligence, but also living a life of greater meaning, resilience, and virtue. Which of these techniques resonates most with you? Let us know in the comments below, and share your experiences with practicing Stoicism in your daily life. If you found value in this video, consider giving it a thumbs up, subscribing to our channel for more content on Stoicism and personal growth, and sharing it with others who might benefit from these teachings. Thank you for joining us on this journey. May you continue to grow in wisdom, live with virtue, and find strength in every challenge you face. Stay curious, stay reflective, and keep seeking the path of lifelong learning.